It's February 16, 2023, and I am on my way into Bar Harbor right now. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll have a look at it. A little bumpy here, but we're on our way into town. We're going to come up to the stoplight in just a moment, and then I am heading over to a doctor's appointment this morning. But so I will film downtown Bar Harbor and the waterfront when I finish that in about an hour. So right now it is 10:47 and it's a nice sunny day. It's supposed to cloud up this afternoon, but it's also a warm day. It's supposed to get up to 50, and my truck says right now that it is 52 degrees. Now my truck is a little bit susceptible to warming up a bit more from the sun on it, so it may be overestimating the temperature. But here we are coming in on Eden Street, and we're going to go down to Maine, and I'm going to turn right to head over to the doctor's office. So we'll be there in just a minute. As we head into Bar Harbor. And as you can see, I don't know if you are able to notice, but pretty much all of the hotels are closed now. There's one up here, the Acadia Hotel, which is just before you get to Main Street, which says it stays open all year, but there aren't too many hotels in that category. Here's the Acadia Hotel, and they do have a sign that says open year round. So we're going to come up here, and this is Main Street, where we are going to turn right. And I'll film until we turn off Main Street to go over to where my doctor's appointment is. Yeah, not much traffic today. And 10 minutes to 11 in the morning. And you can see pretty much everything here is closed. All the motels are shut down, the restaurants are closed, etc. There's somebody with an open sign. Cadillac Mountain Sports is open. But pretty much everything else is shut. Grand Hotel opening in early April. So that's typical for this time of year. I'm just at my turn, so I'm gonna shut the video off for now. I've finished my doctor's appointment. I'm gonna head downtown and we'll take a look at Bar Harbor today. This is a residential neighborhood over by the Mount Desert Island Hospital, and straight ahead is the Grand Hotel, which, as I mentioned earlier, is closed until April. So we're going to turn right here onto Main Street and head downtown. Okay, wait for the traffic to go by. It's a beautiful, completely clear day today. It's pretty warm out. I turned the heat off in the truck as we head into downtown Bar Harbor, where very little is open, although some of the businesses may have some people in them starting to get ready for summer. The summer season seems to start a little earlier every year, and I expect that various places will begin opening in late April this year, and everybody will be open by the middle of May. But right now, in mid-February, pretty much everybody is closed. As you can see, there's very little activity down here. The banks and Sherman's bookstore are probably pretty much all that's actually open right now. And we'll go down and I'll stop up here and we'll walk over and take a look at Agamont Park. Looks like I can park right here. And we'll go take a look and see what it's like out there today. Okay, here we are walking into Agamont Park. There's one other person over there. And it's a beautiful day looking out over Frenchman Bay at the Porcupines and Bar Island. And I believe the tide is on its way out, so you would be able to walk over to Bar Island today. You might even be able to go now. But it's very pretty out here today. It's warm. It's shirt sleeve weather. It's around 50 degrees. As you can see, it's pretty quiet. Not much going on as we look back toward downtown. There we go. A 360-degree pan. There's the Bar Harbor Inn over there. I told one of my viewers that I would show it because he said he spent his honeymoon there. So there it is. And it's a beautiful day here. A little bit breezy. You can probably hear the wind occasionally. You can see wind gusts coming through. It's a west wind, so as I walk out here further, we'll pick up more wind. Town dock has parking available. And let's walk around on Main Street a little bit. See what it's like. So, very pretty here today. Gonna stop for a second. Okay, I took a little side trip there. And we're coming back to Main Street. I'm gonna walk up and show you Cottage. Then I'm gonna head over to the supermarket. There we go. We got a couple people walking on the street up here. And that is it. 2 people. Slightly different than August. Ooh, pretty breezy out here. Hey, this is Cottage Street here. And we'll just take a look down there, see what it looks like. Yeah. Few cars, a couple people, but not super crowded. All right. I'm not going to walk very far today because my knee is acting up a little, and the reason I'm in town today is to see the orthopedic surgeon for the last time before surgery. So yeah, it's very peaceful here this time of year. I quite like Bar Harbor in the winter, although it doesn't feel like winter today. Okay, here we go. Bar Harbor Inn, opening March 31st. And I expect the other hotels will not be far behind. I don't know when I'll be back here after the surgery. I know that I'll have a couple follow-up appointments here, so I will be back probably around the end of March. But as you can see, it's a beautiful day here, and the harbor is particularly pretty. And even with the wind, when I walked out closer to the water, it was very warm today. Matter of fact, I'm overdressed with my little fleece jacket. So, one last look at the waterfront here in Bar Harbor before I head over to the supermarket. Okay, here we go. Head down Main Street, and we're going to turn left on West Street here and drive along that part of the waterfront. Traffic's pretty heavy today, as you can see. You do have to be a little careful walking around. There are still little patches of ice here and there on the sidewalks. They're not very big, and so you don't really expect them. But so here we are, heading along Water Street. One of the nicer days we have had in quite a while. A beautiful day to come to Bar Harbor. Further, the construction they're doing right next to City Hall has got one lane of the road blocked off on Cottage, so it becomes an issue going to the grocery store. Have to go around. So, as we cruise through the low rent district here in Bar Harbor. Here's our detour, which will take us back up to the supermarket. Now, there is a little activity here today. I think a few people, as I mentioned earlier, are starting to get ready for the season, which, if you believe the Bar Harbor Inn, is starting in April. So here we are. Supermarket is right here, so we're going to head in. Okay, finished at the supermarket, so I'm going to go back to downtown. We're going on Cottage Street right now, so we're going to head over here and turn back on Main Street as we head out of Bar Harbor today. Still very pretty. The grocery store was well stocked. There wasn't anything that I wanted that they didn't have, and so it was a decent shopping experience. It's currently just 1 o'clock. So, we got about 30 minutes and I will be home. Here we come to Main Street. We're going to turn right. And if I can make it out there with the traffic. There it goes. One car. And no pedestrians to speak of, so I don't have to wait for anybody crossing the street. Okay, here we go, out of town. And as you can see, as I said earlier, pretty much Everything down here is closed. And it's really warm. My truck is still saying that it's 55 degrees, and we'll see what it says once I get moving a little faster. And the village green actually looks slightly green. It did brown up a little bit during the cold snap we had a couple weeks ago, but it was only a 2-day cold snap, so it wasn't that big a deal. And here we go. Out of Bar Harbor. It looks like the power company is doing something up here. Either that or the phone company. Alright. This person standing there with their door open. Okay. The street is quite narrow when there are cars parked along it. And that's a phone company truck. Oh, Bar Harbor is very pleasant today with the warm weather and the lack of snow and the lack of tourists. It's quite a nice town to visit. But we are just about out of town. So I'm going to end this video on Bar Harbor, February 16, 2023, around noon. And say thank you for watching.